Notre Dame did what it had to do following a rough start to the regular season. They have rattled off 10 wins in a row, and now they will sit and wait while their fate is somewhat played out while they sit on the couch and watch. We bring in our partner, Eric Hansen of blueandgold.com. Eric, heading into this week's second to last rankings, Notre Dame sitting at 9th, where they have been pretty much for the last month now. How do you feel about their resume as a whole now that they're a finished body of work?
Well, I think it's a pretty strong resume. And I think when you look at the AP and the coaches poll with Notre Dame staying at number 9, I think that bodes pretty well for that being the minimum of what they're going to show up on Tuesday night.
So there's been a lot of conversation over the last several weeks about Notre Dame in Miami. We have seen the Hurricanes climb a little bit in the rankings in recent weeks. They've got the head-to-head. Why does it not matter?
Well, I do think it matters. I think it's something that you have to factor in. It's just not the end-all, be-all. And I think what people don't talk about with Miami that are just trying to isolate that one part of their resume is they have 2 losses to unranked teams. Nobody else above them has more than 1 loss, and only 2 teams do. Texas Tech is one of them, and they lost to Arizona State without their starting quarterback. Alabama's the other one. They lost to Florida State in the opener with no good reason. But nobody's lost to 2 unranked teams, and you're asking for 2 mulligans, and that's the part that nobody's talking about. The other thing is they're not in their conference championship game, and I think that is a strike against them.
All right, well, we will find out on Tuesday if there's any movement relative to Notre Dame. Meanwhile, the rankings that really matter come out on Sunday following the conference championships. Now, as we look at the top 12 as they sit right now, I think we're pretty much in agreement that those top 7, maybe even the top 8, are locks in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, Texas A&M has to fall, but they're still going to make the college football playoffs. If you're a Notre Dame fan and you're watching college football this weekend and you look at these numbers here, what concerns you?
Well, I think what would concern you is BYU and Alabama both pulling upsets. I think if one of them did and Notre Dame slid down to the 10th spot, that actually might be the better part of the bracket with more favorable matchups. But both of them losing, then it's white knuckler time. Then you have to think, well, if those 2 are in, do either Texas Tech or Georgia fall behind Notre Dame? And that's probably not likely unless they're really lopsided blowouts. So that's you want to cheer for BYU and Alabama to lose.
Yeah. Alabama plays Georgia in the SEC title game. BYU plays Texas Tech in the Big 12 title game. Really hard to think that, like you mentioned, that a Georgia or Texas Tech team would fall all the way outside of the top 10, which is really 12 teams make the playoff. But 10 is the number that matters for everybody because those bottom 2 spots are going to go to AQs.
Absolutely.
Notre Dame 9th right now. We'll see where they are tomorrow in the second to last rankings. And, of course, on Sunday, we will know for sure if the Irish have done enough to make the college football playoffs. Back to you.